their previous opponent as well during the MLBB Southeast Asia Cup 2022. They were finishing on 9th, 12th place. MPL Cambodia Spring 2022, they were first place. Top Class 2022 Winter Invitational. B tier, they also have a lot of experience. So Impurity, they did beat IDNS a 3-0 during that time, which is in 2021 on December 5th. So that is a long time ago. And now with a newly improved version, things can get a little bit different. But without further ado, let's start the game. Let's start the drafts. This is going to be the drafts coming up on screen here. It's going to be Impunity on the blue side and MDH on the red side. As you can see, this is going to be a little bit different as well, because seems like based on the drafts, Impunity, they just don't want to deal with the Phobias. I think it's a comfort thing coming from the Cambodia region. They just don't want to fight with Phobias pickup. 1-1 might be first pick again, but they do ban off the Croc in this vicinity. While MDH Esports, they ban off the Kaja on first phase ban. Interesting. Very interesting approach coming in for them. Very interesting indeed. I did not expect this at all. Not gonna lie, did not expect this at all. What do I like? They are banning the 1-1, so it's a good tell coming from MDH based on the recurring trend coming from Burn's playstyle. So they are gonna ban the 1-1, which makes a lot of sense. Okay, I can respect that. Okay, I definitely can respect this, considering that how things is actually going well for them. But the Leomon also being banned off from the side of Impunity, so they don't really want to see a jungle Leomon at all. Huh. I like it. I really like it. Not gonna lie, I definitely like it. 1-1. Gonna be banned off as well. Martis finally getting showed off. Martis 100% ban rate so far in all the games we've watched for day number 1. So that's gonna be a big tell for all of you guys who's watching in the scene as well. Because it seems like Martis is gonna be top tier picks right from the get-go. So jungle Martis is something that you gotta be worried about as well. And Fanny being shoved off from first phase. Impunity will take it out from the get-go. Once upon a time. Wait, that's the thing, right? Was it... Okay, if I do recall... Okay, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Okay, for these guys watching in chat, correct me if I'm wrong. IMPKH was a team that you must always respect and ban Johnson and Kadita because they just played an insane Johnson. But that's the thing. Is it this team? If I'm correct, that this is the team that when nobody plays Johnson, they're the only team that plays Johnson and just wins with it. If I'm not mistaken. Guys, help me out here. If I do recall, they play a lot of Johnson. But at the same time, Johnson has been recently nerfed. Fanny being slide off. MDH Esports are going for the Camilla as well as the Valentina on their first phase on the red side. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. But if I do recall, that is the way to go. But at the same time, let's take a look at the next phase. Now Kufra is going to be up in the equation as well. Cho is also an annoying way to deal with the Fanny. But seems like Impunity says, we will deny you the Cho, forcing you to pick heroes to actually deal with the Fanny. In this case, Kufra, Saber, heroes, maybe even a Kaja is an okay way, but Kaja has been banned off, means there's not really an alternative. Getting the Akai isn't too bad, but they completely ignore the Akai as well. So MDH Esports, they go in for the Beatrix instead of going for the Akai. Akai jungle, maybe still in the vicinity. Thank you so much. Shout out to Purat for double checking with me for IMPKH. They were the teams that every single time you go against them, you gotta ban the Johnson. But I'm really surprised they're not playing the Johnson. I know it's been nerfed. I know it has been nerfed. Shout out to Nell as well. Panha, the best Fanny top 1 in Cambodia. Thank you for watching both my side of stream here. I do have a little bit of comment section here. One from Leng by Smart, one on my own personal page here. It's called ICBaby12. You can read on both sides. I do have both of my comment section up here to pay attention to what you guys are saying. So let me know in the comments here because I am getting a little bit bored with solo casting. Not gonna lie. I'm getting a little bit bored with solo casting and it would be really nice to be able to engage with you guys. But while this is happening, I'll give you guys the best professional cast as much as I can. But while this is happening, Leslie is going to be taken off from MDH Esports. A lot of people are respecting the poke damage coming from Leslie. I tried Leslie, played it, absolutely hate it. Sorry. Why I hate it? I'm terrible at it, not gonna lie. Pure damage is great for poking, but I'm more of a, like, when you play a marksman, you gotta have, like, auto attacks all the way through. Irritel is my thing. Maybe not a Mia, right? Popo and Koopa is more my thing. Beatrix is my thing a little bit more. Maybe even a Moskov to a certain degree, but personally, I absolutely hate Leslie. I'm just terrible at it. I don't know why. Even though it's one of the default characters that's been revamped, I absolutely hate it. I'm sorry. I just can't play against Leslie. Maybe, you know, winning 1v1 matchups is just annoying, but when it comes to ultra late games, I don't see the damage coming from. Maybe I'm just building the wrong items. I might be wrong. I might be just very, very bad. But at the same time, now let's talk about how things get a little bit complicated, because right now MDH Esports is in a situation where they need to find a way to deal with this Fanny. Even though Kufra is a direct counter, but over the years, Fanny players has adapted to play against a Kufra. So that's something that I think is not going to be an easy thing to do. So need to figure a different way. And instead of going for Cho, I think Franco is not too bad. The hook doesn't necessarily help against a Fanny, but the Bloody Oath does. The suppression coming in from the Franco out is going to be very, very important. It's going to be very, very important to actually deal with it when it comes to the Bloody Hunt does a lot of suppression, but can he get the right timing? That's gonna be a different one. So I guess that's an alternative way. I was expecting an Archive jungle, but as of yet, wait a minute, something is not right. They've got a Mage Valentina, they've got a Camilla, and a Franco. That's 2 roamers. So one of these guys is gonna be XP lane. So don't tell me that this is a damage Franco, right? Huh. Huh. Wait a minute. Am I seeing this right? Franco and Camilla? Huh? Guys? Help? What? What is going on?
I'll write my own.
You know, interesting enough, Nart is, well, he was... Huh. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm, you know, I'm really not feeling this at all. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling this at all. But the drafts has been set. That's pretty much it, done and dusted for the team. They will pick off the Masha coming in from IMPKH, and they do also pick the... well, I don't know what to say about this, because from what I'm watching so far, all things considered, there's just a lot of ideas that's storming through my mind. Like, hey, they need something to actually deal with this. They pick the final Gushin. Yeah, the Gushin does a lot of damage. You know, he's gonna be able to do some one-shot combos against a Fanny, right? If you chain your combo, there's no way a Fanny is gonna be able to escape the full daggers. I like the idea, but what I really don't like is the fact that you're putting double tanks in the composition. But that's the thing, right? The only other team that I've seen people play a double tank composition was back in, what, Season 3, Season 4. And so far in the recent patches as well, the only one that's been doing it, it's like teams like Toda representing for Malaysia, right? Instead of playing double tanks, they play more of a double XP laners instead. So, I don't know. This might be the way to go, but without further ado, we're going to be jumping straight into the game to see how the teams do adapt to the current playstyle. I hope you guys are going to be able to enjoy this, because as of yet, I have no clue how MDH Esports is going to be playing this at all. Because as of yet, Nard and also the King is going to be playing double roamers, support emblems. And who's going to be the right roamer? It seems like Nard is going to be the way to go. The King also going to be there. So I'm a little bit curious to see how the itemization is going to be going. It has been a long time since I've seen double roamers. I think during MPL MY status is like what, since Season 3, Season 4, and for Malaysia it's already been Season 10, so 7 seasons ago, means what, 3-4 years ago since I last saw that. It's been a very, very long time. The current score is gonna be 0-0 from both sides in the second series, so I'm a little bit curious to see how things get a little bit spicy coming from both these teams. But as of yet, Impunity seems like they are gonna be getting first blood for now as they go a little bit more aggressive on their own. Sprints available up on OP as well as Boom. 2 very, very popular players coming from the Cambodian region. Meanwhile, MDH Esports, Nart is someone you gotta be worried about as well. Nart, an absolute monster when it comes to his Franco. I remember this guy. I've seen them in SEA games, if not mistaken. I've actually remembered them because they're extremely annoying to deal with. But can they keep up with the best of the best? That's gonna be the question right now. They're going for the Masha on the top side. Anha gonna be playing with the Fanny. 1-0. Got first blood already with this Fanny. Great start for him. Now he's looking for more. Joga gonna be forced to use the Retribution to steal the gold crab. And now Panha says, you know what? It's okay. You can have that gold crab. Because the turtle is gonna be the objective. 4 seconds left for the turtle up top. And there's no Retribution available for Joga. But meanwhile, in IMPKH, they have a small window of opportunity to actually contest the purple buff. And MDH is gonna be late to party because the purple buff from the side of Fanny has just spawned. So that's gonna be Panha in this vicinity. Nart gonna try and zone this out. But I think MDH Esports has no choice but to concede the turtle, knowing that they do not have the reservation from Joga. He just got about it. Maybe they can try and force something about this vicinity. The king gonna be testing the waters, but Boom is gonna be here to say hello as well. They are gonna be playing a little bit more. Turtle is gonna be in favor of Impunity for now. They have the retribution available. Seems like it is gonna be a free one for them. MDH Esports not gonna be able to steal it for now. As MDH Esports playing to be safe, they're calling in he from this bottom side in the V-Trix. A little bit too early. Just got his 4. He's got the Weapon Master emblem, so that's gonna be a little bit more damage, but he needs those items first. So there's not a little bit of items for now. It's only 3 minutes into the game. So they are gonna play this a little bit casual. Way of the Dragon will be stolen from the side of Need My Help on this Valentina. Valentina gonna try and make things work. Nard now gonna be forced to back up. MDH Esports, they're calling out foul members down bottom. Camilla's solo up top against this Masha. It feels like Boom is just completely bullying out the king, but fortunate for him, he does have the average available. Here comes the hole. It connects on one. Immediately, they take them out. Panha finally joins the fray, but MDH is saying, I don't really care. But they will lose the marksman in the vicinity. LP is going to be here with the blazing duet. They do go 1-for-1. Absolutely worth it for Impunity KH as they take down the marksman of MDH Esports. Mistakes were made. Great hook, but wrong target for them. So Panha will be able to open things up. OP now, being very, very OP as he is. Nart we're opening up the map, but nothing much he can do as is Franco. Joga going for some damage. Masha does have this final bar available. MDH the King is going to try and challenge this, but this is a tank we're talking about. So double tank XP laners. So it's going to be the way to go for MDH Esports. It seems like this is going to be the strategy coming in. Here comes the middle lane. Gonna be there. Goes for snipe. Dodges his way through. Impunity gonna be focusing on the bottom lane instead, trying to cut the creep waves to try and set things up for the top turtle, but unfortunately it's not gonna be working out in their favor. Hook doesn't connect from Nart. Impunity will back off and respect this turtle. 3 seconds left on the top side. They're trying to make a rush up to his top lane. Nothing much happening. MDH also gonna be late to the party as they try to mirror towards Impunity KH. While that's happening, interesting enough, the King, very awkward positions all by himself. He's gonna be dived in from Impunity KH, so that's gonna be making a little bit of space for MDH to take the turtle. The King does have the vengeance. He might be down for now, but you can see they're throwing bodies at him, and eventually will he be able to survive? It seems like he's taking a little bit too long. He's buying so much space, and finally they take him out. But now, Turtle, not even contested at all. All that space was made for absolutely nothing. The Turtle didn't even make it down to the half HP threshold. And Impunity KH says, you know what? Thank you for the free kill. Come and fight me now. Hook doesn't even connect from the side of Nar. Circling Eagle will zone him up. Finally, the kick comes in and also suppress. They will lose the Turtle. But Deja are they going to be able to kill Deja? No, he doesn't. Conceal play comes in. MDH, they don't even get the kill on Deja. They lose everything for absolutely nothing. Impunity KH just completely winning every single trade-off. They get a free kill on the King. They get a free turtle. They get free zone. They don't even lose Deja in this process. And this is a mage Matilda we're talking about, not even a support. MDH Esports stacking their pushes. Nart missing the hook once again. Unfortunately, this is not looking good for both sides. Impunity KH now going for the wraparound on the bottom side to get the dive with the Panha once again. Gets a takedown on both Hehe and Nar. 2 out of the equation. Impunity KH leading by a margin, getting a tier 1 down bottom. While this is happening, top lane, the King trying to make this space for the team, but need my help. Definitely need some help right now, as they need to get a nice catch in. He does have the kick available, but this is a Valentina out we're talking about. We're not talking about big boy damage on this Valentina yet. He's got 1-0-0. TY feeling very confident with this show. Doing a lot of damage. Looking for those kicks. Here he comes. The King will be forced to back out. But it seems like they are going to try and make a dive on this Boom. Boom is going to get completely exploded. All HP bar taken out, so that's a little bit comeback from MDH, but the King on the top side does have the vengeance. He's gonna try and buy a little bit more time. OP, can he snipe him off? No, they cannot. TY catches him off guard. He's got the sustains, but he needs his teammate to help him, but eventually they will fall. MDH makes it in time. Joga going for the snipe. Can he kill Deja? Yes, they will. That's gonna be an easy takedown from MDH, while Blazing Duet has been expended. OP gonna try and wrap around. He gets 1, he gets 2, and that's gonna be 2 down from inside MDH Esports. A full blast coming from OP, as OP does so much damage, and they want to re-engage his fight. Conceal plays are there. Not goes in for the hook. Do they have the damage? But no, they don't have the damage. They're underestimating IMPKH, and now TY will lose his life. But Panha finally joins the fight, gets an easy strike down with the ult. The cutthroat comes in, takes him out. Nart shows himself the hook. Oh, doesn't connect. The second minion blocks his shot. If not, OP might have done. The turtle is going to be up for contest, but Panha, he doesn't have the purple buff. He needs to concede this. Meanwhile, Nart will be focused on by Deja at the expense of what? Was it worth it? OP finally pumps the blazing duet, but disrespects the daggers coming from Joga. Joga, too much damage has been done. Impunity, they dropped the ball in this trade, but it is going to be a 50-50 as MDH Esports fighting back, saying that, hey, we're not pushovers, double roamers work. And currently, it is gonna be in their favor. Impunity, KH playing a little bit slow. Panha going for the snipe downs. MDH says, I don't care, it's only a Fanny. Fanny has been nerfed, but still, at the same time, can this Fanny do a little bit more damage? Because as of yet, 3, 1, and 3 for Panha. MDH Esports says, I don't care, you come in. The Bloody Hunt is gonna be coming in with the Franco. As of yet, bottom side, Panha going for the 1v1 against this Camilla. How is this XP lane Camilla doing? How is he not dead by now? He doesn't really care. He's got the vengeance. He's gonna try and ego challenge Panha. Every single buff has been expended, but that's gonna be a freebie for Panha, as MDH Esports overestimated his tankiness for the king. So that's gonna be Impunity running rampant. Joga from the back lines. He's gonna get a freebie. They just dead. Goodbye. Great patience coming from him. But they threw the render shot as well, as he expended a little bit too much. Now comes the play. Way of the Dragon comes in. Blazing Duet comes in. Nicely done from OP. They get the kill. Panha going for a little bit more. And he gets 2. Double kill for him. As MDH Esports needs to play this a little bit safe. Joga going for the combos, but misses the dagger. And boom! Will be able to escape narrowly, as MDH Esports did not expect Panha to go in for the dive. 6, 1, and 3. Top 1 global Fanny for Impunity KH of Cambodia. So I've heard. Thank you guys, chat, for giving me that valuable information. But for now, in the middle lane, 9 seconds left before the first lot comes in. Impunity doesn't have a chip damage onto the middle turret yet. MDH Esports already in position to try and go in for the hook. Nart goes in for the hook. Oh, barely misses. Deja, a little bit close. This is a Mage Matilda, and he's not exactly super tanky, so MDH Esports can look to try and threaten this. Gliding wins away. Cho is going to be able to back up. Meanwhile, top side, Masha, a little bit out of position. He will be forced to back up. And now, they are going to go for the kick. Valentina gets caught out, but now they're going for the wombo combo. But it's only on the tank. But the back lines, they get completely obliterated. Hey, who's going to be the first one to fall? Impunity KH goes in. OP with the blazing duet. Completely flushes them all off. A triple kill for Panha. Looking for a little bit more. The king is going to be there, but Panha doesn't have the charge. Can he get the quad? And that's going to be legendary for him. No maniac for him, but that is an unofficial maniac for now. 4 kills for Impunity KH. And that's going to be Impunity saying, hello, do not disrespect the Fanny. Panha Fanny is #1. And MDH Esports, they completely did not expect the dive coming in onto his he. And that's the turnaround for them. Now, with the Lord in their hands, it's not over yet for MDH Esports. They do have the damage and economy to fight. But they need to make sure that the Beatrix doesn't get taken out. Because as of yet, the biggest threat is still going to be none other than Panha. So Nart needs to really focus with his Bloody Hunt. He needs the Bloody Hunt to be able to catch Panha, the biggest annoyance from the side of Impunity KH. 10, 1, and 3. Perfect dream game for Fanny. 11 minutes in the game. Level 15 already. What a dream for him. MDH Esports. Now, what do? Hook still available, but it's only a tank. TY is on the other side of the map. Not exactly the best target. Deja is a Mage Matilda. Arguably, it's not the strongest mage, but it does indirectly do some decent amount of damage, so you gotta respect it. But like I said, the biggest threat here is still gotta be the Fanny as well as Plot coming from Impunity KH, and MDH Esports, they need to find a way to deal with it. Because as of yet, they have the damage, but they just don't have the priority or catch potential. As Impunity looking for the catch. OP taking a little bit too much damage. Joga going for the force fight, and now they're gonna be in a little bit trouble. They get the Bloody Hunt onto the Masha, and they get the disengage, and Impunity completely getting out of it for absolutely free. And Nart goes for the hook, doesn't connect. And now they will continue with their assault, as MDH Esports says, can we go in for the reset? Joga does have the ultimate available. They need to find a way to go in for the full combos, especially on this Gushin. This is gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be a tough one. Next match, auto ban Fanny. It's not over yet, Rata. It's not over yet. MDH Esports still in it to win it. The King does have the immortality. Face checking every single thing. They need to get a catch onto his OP. 60 seconds on the sidelines for this Lord. MDH slowly but surely inching out, trying to find a catch. IMPKH is freezing the lane, not exactly going for the push, but now here comes TY, gets a 3-man Jit Kondo, goes for the King. He won't pay for his life, but here comes the wombo combo with the blazing duet. They get MDH Esports down to his feet, but they finally take down the Gushin, and they go for more. And look at this bull, he doesn't really carry, tanking turrets, he will gladly take 2, but the gliding win almost saves his life. They chip away immortality, they lose 2 men for the price of a retribution. Absolutely not worth it, but great play coming from MDH Esports as Impunity has a lot of damage. But MDH Esports just completely disrespecting this because of the fact that the King's Vengeance doing a lot of damage, scaring OP off. Great engagement coming in from Impunity. Looks fancy, but MDH Esports was able to sustain it all as long as he doesn't die. Blade armor purchase on TY. Eventually, he's got to need those Heart's Claw. But at the same time, with the Lord coming in, Impunity already setting things up. Panha, 10, 1, and 4. It's gonna be going for the split push, clearing the minions on the top side, trying to pressure this OP, starting things off with the Lord, trying to bait MDH in this fight. It's not happening yet. It is still playing a little bit slow. They are gonna try and force this fight, but from the kicks coming in, need my help. This will back off. Valentina immediately bails out of the fight for now. Joga, playing a little bit slow. Gonna be focusing on the purple buff for now. Lord is gonna be patient. Blazing Duet has been expended. No, it's not been expended yet. OP still has it. Way of the Dragon not available with TY. MDH, they have to make this quick because on top lane, Panna has shown himself to be shoving the lane. So this is a great time to go in for the dive. But Impunity, they're just getting in the space for absolutely free. They're not even doing anything about it. But it makes a lot of sense. Look at the top lane. MDH Esports, they're afraid of this Fanny. He's not showing himself in the map. And because of the Fanny not showing himself in the map, MDH is afraid. But eventually, Fanny shows himself the top side. MDH, they can look to fight this, but they're afraid. What do? Do they defend? Seems like they're calling in the King to defend the top lane. So this is prime time for IMPKH. 5v4. MDH, they have to back off, but it seems like the kick comes in. Winter Trunkian up onto a Joga. He will be able to back off, but the damage has been done. TY will disengage. But Impunity will be able to create the space that they need. Going for the Lord. They get the Lord. But will MDH survive this? No, they do not. OP goes in for a big blazing duet. But he might actually die. But eventually he survives. TY stops the combo from Joga with the Jikundo. MDH Esports only getting Deja in that trade-off. And somehow OP was able to survive it. Despite the burst damage coming from Hey. Woo! Close call indeed. But MDH Esports is having their backs against the wall. As of yet, they're playing it a little bit safe. They have to respect this. Impunity KH. Now, in the driver's seat. But with the Lord slow pushing down the bottom side, they are going to be setting up a Panha. Bottom purple buff from the side of MDH Esports as well. It's going to be focused in. They do have the purple buff on Joga. They need the combo in. Boom. Face checking their way through. The Lord's going to be slow pushing their way through. Impunity playing it slow. What do? Boom. Face checking in the hands of 4 people. He's got 3 health bars. Not the right target to really focus on. What do? They get the hook in, but is it the right target? He used the Bloody Hand. No, he did not use it yet, so he held it in for Nart. But this is going to be the Luminous Lord coming in. No, it's not the Luminous Lord. It's only a first tier Lord, and MDH is going to be able to defend against this. So yes, it is the Luminous Lord. Panha now. Going to be forced to back out. This is where it is go time for MDH Esports. If they manage to hold on a little bit longer, they're gonna be a-okay. And the economy doesn't really matter. The hook, almost catching TY as well. MDH, they're no longer afraid of Panha's Fanny. They are able to sustain it for now. But the next Lord is gonna be the important one for both sides. What do? What do they do? MDH inching out bit by bit. They need to catch off as well. Nart missing the hook once again. Impunity now in a situation where they need to find a way to get a big catch. Especially up on he. OP is gonna be the biggest priority from MDH now instead of the Fanny. The Blazing Duet is doing a lot of damage than expected as well. Rockets available up on he. Hook doesn't connect. The King opening up the map as well. Boom once again. Gonna be shoving his way through. Going for a little bit of a damage check coming from Boom, but now first chunk available. Here comes the suppress. They are gonna take him down. Can they kill him off? No, they can't. Panha is the first one to fall. The Fanny is gonna be able to escape this. He's gonna be able to run away, but at the same time, the entire backline from MDH Esports is gonna be scrambling down towards 1 HP. But MDH Esports says, we have the immortalities, we have the winter trunkets, I'll play you. And they take down Boom. Now, Impunity, they have to back off. Now, Joga looking for a little bit more. They disrespect this to back off. And now, with the catch coming in, with the kicks coming in from Need My Help, stole the kick from DY, turn the tides, and take off Panha. And that's gonna be Panha taken out of the equation. Despite the resets coming in, MDH Esports showing you why they are the representative from Vietnam to be playing in M4. Great patience, and now the catch coming from Nard. They do catch on TY. TY's going first of all. OP comes in with the blazing duet. Almost takes down he. But they will settle with the Camilla instead. And now on the back lines, OP gonna be fighting forward as well. Need my help. Needs to make a run for it with the Valentina. And Impunity says, I don't want to fight this. We did burn out all the immortalities. And that should be all. As MDH Esports fights back and says, it is not over yet. It is not over yet. MDH Esports. Showing them who's boss. Ooh, what a way. In every single game, international scene is just absolutely crazy. But as of yet, not looking for the hood. They've got the right angle. OP in a very awkward position, but they will settle with the Masha instead. They take down Boom. That's gonna be first immortality available. Banha going for the back lines. They do get the catch onto a Snar, but here comes the blazing duet. They get them all, and now MDH, they get completely destroyed by OP. They lose 3, but the Lord is still kicking in. They will lose an inhibitor. But Impunity Cage said, it is necessary to fight at this timing, especially when they can take out all the damage dealers on he. That's exactly the comeback that Impunity is looking for. As Joga now, he has no choice but to clear the minions. Does he clear the minions? Yes, he does. He's gonna focus on the minions, but he gets scouted out from Impunity right from the get-go. The minion survives, and Joga threw his life for absolutely nothing, but there's nothing really they can do. They're all on the sidelines. They need to buy time. 10 more seconds is all they need for the rest of the team to be back in action. Without Gushen, no problem, but Impunity says, can we do something about this? The minions finding knock-on the inhibitor. They might lose the inhibitor. Knight comes in. Do they get the catch? They have to buy blind. They're throwing bodies. The kick comes in. Connect on towards the Valentina. But the hook pulls back the Masha, and the inhibitor still survives. They have the damage, and Boom needs to make a run for it. The gliding wing comes in. But OP forced to use the blazing duet to zone off MDH Esports. So that's gonna be the full reset coming from Impunity KH. As MDH Esports says, we are gonna continue our assault as they finally equalize the score. Joga, fantastic work with the minions. Impunity KH now. Gonna be forced to lose this fight without a purple buff up on Panha. So it's gonna be very difficult to do so. So it's all about split push pressure. As MDH Esports having full control of Lord Pit as well. 30 seconds before the Lord comes on the line. But at the same time, they need those immortalities up. Joga just purchased his immortality again. Going for a little bit swapperoo. Very, very later on. Immortality as well as the Winter Trunket plays. Nart going for those hooks. Not gonna be happening for now. MDH Esports playing it a little bit safe. Playing it a little bit safe for now. And it seems like the fight is going to be happening for now as they go in for the jump. And this is going to be happening for what is going to be happening as well. TY going to be losing their life as the MDH is got a 5-minute approach. But the blazing duet comes in from the sidelines as well. OP connects on the 2. Multiple 3. Winter Trunket come next on to Valentina. Is not going to be able to do too much. Impunity gets the full dive onto Wizard. Damn, Nard was able to recall and reset this fight. It's 3v4. He's not over yet, but they cannot lose bodies for this. Joga does have the immortality. The hook doesn't connect to reset this fight. So Impunity, they have to go in for the resets. And MDH Esports still has the upper hand to defend this. So they have to back off and respect this. Nard going for another hook. But Impunity says it's just not worth it to push for this pressure. And they are gonna go in for the Lord Pit for now. That is gonna be them focusing on the on the Lord Pit for now. As MDH Esports playing it a little bit safe. Impunity thinking what should they do. As they're going for a little bit more push. Immortalities up on the King and Nord. They can throw bodies for this Lord Pit, but the Lord is 23 minutes into the game. It's a little bit too long. Hey, just getting the Hearth Claw. 4 seconds on the sidelines for this V-Trix. They can't really do too much without this V-Trix for the side of MDH Esports. Impunity Cage. What can they do? Playing a little bit safe. They finally take down the Lord Pit, and that's going to be Impunity Cage putting on the driver's seats once again. MDH Esports forced to defend again. Once again. very, very difficult game coming from MDH Esports to make a comeback, but eventually they will somehow figure it out. Panha, 13 kills on this Fanny despite into the later stage of the game. Sky got it up on TY. MDH Esports. Now, what do? Boom, face checking his way through. He doesn't have the immortalities up on Masha. The Lord's gonna be pushing from bottom side, so MDH Esports, they have to make a reaction real quick. Go for a pickoff or defend and play it safe, but seems like playing it safe is the only option now for MDH Esports. Only option left. What can we do in this scenario? MDH Esports, can they get the jump? Oh, seems like Boom is all by himself. They don't have the immortality. If they get this kill, this will be huge. But this is a Masha we're talking about. They threw almost everything on him, but it's just not worth it as well. The King still alive. They get the vision control, but Boom says we are going to recall back. But with the Lord coming in, it's going to be 4v5 for now as MDH is going to be making quick work on towards the Lord, but TY looking for the big kick. They're throwing in bodies as well. They can't go in for the Frizzle as well. Blazing Duet still holding on from the side of OP. He's trying to build up the stacks as MDH Esports slowly chips away at the minions. But eventually, they want to go in for the dive. TY looking for the flank. They won't play it slow. They will focus on the inhibitors instead. Not going to try and go for the Wave of the Dragon kicks yet. But it seems like MDH now going to be playing it a little bit patiently as MDH Esports looking for the catch for now. How will they do it? OP from the sides, they are going to try and go in for a little bit of a catch coming in. But it seems like playing it with discipline is the way to go. They go for an inhibitor. Hey, going for the snipe. Deja half HP. But it is going to be A-okay for now. TY tries an attempt. He goes for the kick, but instead he got caught out. They're focusing on the troll. But is it the right call? Panha goes in for the dive, but doing absolutely no damage on this Fanny. As MDH manages to defend somehow, losing only an inhibitor. Patience paid off as Impunity can't seem to close out the game at all. Can't close out the game at all. MDH Esports continuing their journey as they try to fight for their lives and towards this fight. Impunity KH now making an attempt. A two-man kick comes in. They get the Valentina. That is huge. No Way of the Dragon available, and they will try and chunk him down. But here comes the Circling Eagle. They finally take down Valentina, and MDH makes one little bit mistake. But do they lose more in the process? They lose the support coming in. Deja will be able to escape this, but now not with the catching on towards Boom, and they will be able to disengage. And they go for a one trade-off and a couple of immortalities. But MDH Esports still alive with it all. They lose only the Valentina. Impunity KH really struggling to close out this game. Likewise coming from MDH Esports. What a series to be watching out for this game. One of the best in the business, MDH Esports. Vietnam representative coming in from Mekong qualifiers, making it to M4. Impunity KH giving them a run for their money for now. But as of yet, MDH Esports showing them why they are representatives as well. They're not giving an inch. But as of yet, MDH playing safe. Lord still going to be alive. 27 minutes on the line as well. As Boom going to be forced to back out. The Lord knocking in. Here comes the stop. Half HP available. MDH Esports. They need to find a catch coming in. They're going for a couple pokes in. Hey. Reveals his position. Disarmed by the Masha. But the Lord dropping down towards 20% health. Impunity. If MDH, they need to make a play right here, right now. What's it going to be? Blazing Duet going to be expended as well. But the kick coming in from the King is not going to be able to survive this all. But the steal coming from Hey. With the shot SMGs out from under the noses of Impunity. They didn't get the retribution timing. Impunity, they will get the King as well as the Nard. But MDH Esports was the one to get the Lord, courtesy of He's ultimate. And Impunity missing the retribution mark. And now, it's back to the drawing board. MDH Esports, perfect defense so far. Perfect defense so far. What a game coming in from them. This is insane. It's not over yet as they look for more. As you can see, it is going to be a very difficult one as MDH Esports, they've got all the members coming in, two men coming, but oh, the catch coming on the Beatrix. This is huge for Impunity KH. They got the biggest damage dealer, and they will be able to close out this first series, and that is going to be game one in the hands of Impunity KH. You can see the sighs of reliefs are coming in from the players, because that was a long, drawn-out match. A very, very long, drawn-out match indeed. Who would have thought that was gonna be a long game?